guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mpumi, it's your girl Lelo. You are highly welcome. Whoever is tuning in for the first time, you are so welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking your time to be tuning into my channel. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for keeping the thumbs up like button. Thank you for all of that support. Like, it means a lot. I am back with another video again about relationships and love matters. I mean, we all want love. We all want, we all want something good. We all want a relationship that is very flourishing. We all want, a healthy type of relationship. We all want to get into something knowing that it's very it's not toxic, it's healthy, and it's full of peace and love and prosperity as well. I mean, who wants to be in a relationship that is stagnant and not going anywhere? So tonight in this video, we are going to be unfolding some topics, some few points about love matters and what you should be keeping an eye open for, what you should be foreseeing before you get yourself in any relationship with anyone. So don't forget that here on my channel, it's all about being your authentic self. It's all about authentically expressing yourself, your thoughts, your opinions. I'm not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I have not studied relationships and all those kind of things. But here it's all about just unfolding such topics and hearing what other people, other people's insights, other people's experiences, other people's thoughts on this. And you never know. You just never know. What if you just gain yourself, a few points that you can add or be, let's just foresee that certain things that you're not aware of, you perhaps, going to learn a few things from whatever it is that I'm going to be saying right now. So without wasting time, we are going to be, so please don't, what's this? Don't, what is this? Oh my God. Wait a second. Let me take a breathe. Please don't mind me if I am looking down, because I usually like to keep track of what I say so that I don't lose, the whole conversation and just talk about things that are just totally irrelevant. So what I wanted to say is that, yeah, let's get down to business and talk about this. So I just wrote a few points so that I don't lose track of what I'm trying to say and I don't end up just mixing everything up and repeating myself again and again, So today in my juicy topics of relationships, we are going to talk about don't date this kind of these kind of men, these type of men, these type of women. So these are the women and men that you should be you should just brace yourself in looking for red flags such like that. I mean, I'm not saying you should go hunting for red flags, because nobody is perfect, and either way you're gonna find something about someone either way. So what I'm trying to say is that you should just keep an open mind to just overlooking certain things and just trying to analyze if is this what you want to go for, or is this what you want to settle for. So the first is that don't go for a man or a woman who cannot compromise. Don't go for a man or woman who cannot compromise in your guys' relationship. The man cannot prioritize anything, cannot compromise on anything, cannot squeeze you in other things or in other areas of their life. They cannot make time, they cannot compromise certain things in their life, in their busy schedules, if they are the type of person who's always busy. A woman or a man who cannot compromise and say, you know what, I am choosing to prioritize this over this. I am going to choose not going for this and put, my significant other, first. That's called, being willing to compromise. That's called compromise. You just, other things you just tend to choose to want to put aside and compromise on the relationship so that you guys are both happy and satisfied, if that makes sense, if you get what I'm trying to say. So let me know in the comment section what you think about compromise, a person who, what to look forward to when it comes to your man or your woman compromising. What is compromising in a relationship with your significant other? So again, we are going to say you should look out for women and men that you should not, like, don't, what's this, you should be what's this, you should, like, stay away from. Women and men that you should stay away from is women and men who make everything about themselves, like everything about themselves. Those kind of men and women are those type of people who, like, everything just revolves around them. It's me every time. There is no us, there is no we. It's all about, I need to do this, I need to do that, oh no, I can't do this, I have to do that. It's all about how do I feel. It's all about, being selfish, being self-centered. Everything is about you. You never think of another person's feelings. You never want to know how your partner is feeling about certain aspects. Are you making that person happy? Is that person making you happy? Everything is just about you and what you get out of a relationship, and of which that's not how it's supposed to go. You should be very, observant of such behavior in a relationship. If your significant other is consistently making everything about themselves, is consistently, like, thinking, like, about self, am I getting what I want to get in a relationship or out of a relationship? Is this person making me happy? But they're not questioning themselves if they are, putting the same energy into the relationship when it comes to you. So, and then another one is a woman or man who does not have self-respect. Ladies and gentlemen out there, or guys and girls out there, please, like, obviously I'm talking to adults who are on the what's this, dating platform or whatever it is that they call it. Please, be careful in having to look out for signs of people who lack self-respect and who are lacking respect for the relationship, like, in total. Like, you should be very, like, guys, I know what I've noticed on my videos is that I usually, like, when I talk, I like to roll my eyes, and then of which I've just noticed that trait. I just like rolling my eyes. So I guess it's something that I should embrace. Tell me if, like, it's something I should embrace or not. But either way, I'm still gonna be me, So yes, what I was saying was that you should be, like, you should check if a person or your woman or man is lacking respect for the relationship or yourself. A man or woman who does not have respect for you in a relationship, they're always flirting with other women, they're always flirting with other men whenever you're going out. A man or woman who's always gonna, take out your dirty laundry or outside. Like, what I mean about that is that a woman, a man who's always going to be sharing your, whatever it is that's going down in the relationship, is always going to tell friends, is always going to tell family, is always just going to be so open about what's happening in your relationship. And that is not something that you want. Other people, let me tell you something, sometimes it does happen that other people are not open-minded and they're not so knowledgeable when it comes to boundaries of a relationship. So hence, that's why you should be able to teach yourself to learn how to communicate in a relationship, especially when it comes to what will work for you and what will work for that person, because you also have to listen to what will work for them, and if you are going to be able to reach a level of compromise in between, or you are going to be hearing each other. So you have to be very like observant of such. If like a person is not hearing you out, that is disrespect. If a person is not hearing you out when you're communicating about certain things, and repeatedly numerous times, and I mean numerous times, repeats the same thing, that is something that is called disrespect for the relationship and for yourself. A woman or a man who is going to be pointing out faults in front of your friends or in front of his friends, or her friends or her family members or family or relatives, whatever the case might be. A woman, a man who's consistently gonna point out your weaknesses in front of people that's close to them, like, oh no, I wish you could learn this trade like better. My aunt knows how to cook this salad better. Oh, my cousin knows how to. She's driving now. She learned how to drive at an early age. She now has her car. Like in front of people, as if you are a failure or something. Like that is not it. Like that's disrespect. So you should be like you should be like looking out for such. And there is more to that. Obviously, I'm just like hitting the tip of the iceberg in everything that I'm saying right now. And if you feel like I did not share so much, please let me know in the comment section. And if you have any questions, yeah. So, and then another one is a man or woman who cannot prioritize. A man or woman who cannot prioritize is a man who does not know how to who does not have a plan, basically, because a man who does not plan out his life is a man who will not be able to prioritize, like what is important and what is not important. When is the right time for this and when is the right time for that? So you have to be like open-minded into looking out for such. If a man does not know how to prioritize his money, his time, a man who does not know how to prioritize your time for the time for the relationship, time for himself, time for his self-care, time for serious business, like working towards his stability or his ambitions, I mean, that is something you should look out for. A man who's consistently gonna have excuses, a man who consistently has excuses over everything, that's a man who does not know how to prioritize, because now that shows, it's a sign that shows that that person is trying to squeeze in this and is trying to double down into this and touch this and leave that one and leave this one. If a situation is working out for himself or herself at that point in time, she's gonna be handling that or he's gonna be handling that. That's a person who, like, it just shows that they don't have their life in order. I feel like nothing is perfect and nothing is consistently planned out. But a man who does not know how to prioritize is a man that is just a red flag. Like, you cannot, like, that's a man who does not have a plan, so you should look out for such. A man who's consistently having excuses, and a man who's consistently disappointing on things that he should be doing or she should be doing, So yeah, it's just that. And yeah, and then the other one is that a woman or man who can have serious, deep, level-headed conversations in a relationship about your future and the future of the relationship, that is a red flag. If you cannot sit down with your significant other and discuss about your guys' future, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years to come? I mean, that's common, but then, delving down deep into the conversation, that's just hitting the surface. A man who cannot talk about serious conversations, a man who cannot open up, that is a red flag. Like, that is something that you should look out for. You should be able to I am sorry if I'm consistently referring to men most of the time because I am feminine, I'm a woman, but then just take it however it resonates because it also applies for women. So it's vice versa. A woman or man who cannot be able to sit down and talk and discuss about serious matters, be it relationship problems or problems that are still occurring, problems that are still occurring, problems that are still arising. That's what I mean. Problems that, like not only about problems, but then a woman, a man who cannot like sit down and have deep conversations about your finances. Where do you stand with your finances? What do you like? What are ways that you can work out the two of you outside of what you both do that can be beneficial for the relationship of the both of you? Like, for instance, for example, what I mean about this is that perhaps maybe the other one is working and the other one maybe it's just self-employed, um, and there is your relationship in the middle. So what I mean is that maybe for instance you all have like what's this you all have responsibilities that you want to handle with your money separately outside of the relationship. So I feel like if you can't sit down with your significant other and try to find ways to like discuss about matters of like finances, that's an example. Like sit down and say, okay, fine, you know what, babe or love, whatever it is that you call your person, like, okay, fine, we have not been going on dates, we have not been going out, we have not, really invested in the time that we spend together and having to go out. And obviously, when you go out, you have to spend money. So, what are the ways and means that you feel like we can do, the both of us, that can contribute to the relationship so that it does not affect our finances and responsibilities that we have like separately? What is it that we can do jointly that can like benefit the relationship more? So like what can we cooperate together to say that, okay, fine, this is what we're gonna do together. It's either we're gonna maybe perhaps maybe open something or sell something or open start up something, that can finance the relationship expenditures, like having to go out. That whatever it is that you guys doing, it's gonna benefit you in having to spend money like for the relationship, like going out, paying for dates, saving for future trips, or what's this um all the fun stuff that people do when they're dating. So if you can't sit down with your person and have a discussion like that, and you always, when you have to, like, maybe let's say for instance the other person is the one who's like open to discussing conversations about matters of finances and stuff, like it's not about finances basically, it's about a lot of things that you can talk about that's very deep for any relationship, but I'm just making an example with the finance part, so you can understand. So what I mean is that if a person the other one is open to discussing about matters that are serious in a relationship, and the other one is always like blushing it off or just saying little, have no input in what to say, is not trying to help you to meet you halfway in thinking about something, is not even challenging you to say, okay, fine, I like your thought, I like how you think, I think we can also incorporate one, two, three. Oh, I think I can add on what you just said. Babe, I think I can, or perhaps somebody who's brave enough to even open up to say, you know what, I like your thoughts, I like how you think, I like the idea, but then right now I'm totally clueless in having to say that, how are we going to move forward with what you've just presented? For me, it's like, can I think about it? Can I take some time and just think about it, and then I'll come back to you? That's a person who's able to have serious conversation and is not going to be so childish about situations and just say, oh no, can we talk about this tomorrow? Can we all just or a person just overthinks the situation, and suddenly thinks, oh no, she now wants to talk about serious issues. Perhaps maybe she wants my money and she wants to discuss about my finances, she doesn't want to pop anything out. and is always turning like a situation into something dramatic, that's something you should look out for, so yeah, a person, a spouse, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, however you put it, someone special, if they cannot sit down with you and have serious, deep conversations with you, I feel like it's going to be really pointless. For me personally, I like talking, and I like expressing, because I feel like a lot of things are healed, and a lot of things are easier when people communicate, and open up, I feel like that personally. So yeah, and you can talk about anything that's deep, from your past, from how you feel, your fears, your fears for the relationship, your insecurities, what you have been struggling or battling with and still trying to heal from. Those are deep conversations. That's someone you can, like, be able to work with. So if you don't have someone who's like thinking like that and is unable to communicate, then that's something to look out for. And then the other one is, oh, I spoke about self-centered, right? um Not know how to handle finances. That's a big one, because like I feel like finances play a very huge role in a relationship. So if you're having, like, per se, maybe it does happen that the other significant other is working and the other one is not, and you find that most of the time perhaps maybe the other one is the one who's showing up financially in the relationship. So if your significant other or your person you find yourself in a relationship with does not know how to handle their finances, it's a red flag, because now, I mean, it's something that people can be open who are in a relationship to teach themselves about finances. Or if you can see that, okay, fine, my significant other is battling and struggling with finances, okay, how can we teach each other about handling finances correctly? Sometimes it can be a red flag that's teachable, and sometimes it is a red flag that's like non-avoidable, and it's something that a person keeps on repeating, and just over spending, or if not overspending, leaving you out and doing his own things or her own things outside of the relationship, and then conflict arises and there's just problems. So if somebody cannot handle finances in a relationship, I feel like that is a problem that you should be like looking out for. And most importantly, I feel like finances play a big part in a relationship. I feel like you should be like very open to having to analyze like your partner's habits, and how they spend money, and how they invest their money, and how much are they making, and how are they spending it. I feel like it's something you should look out for, not as a weapon to use against each other, but as something you should be teaching each other about. So again, another one is um a woman a man who put oh yeah a woman or man who put alcohol and woman first, or man first. So excuse me, a woman a man who puts alcohol and woman first, that is a big one. That is a big one. You know that, okay, your person is, it's the person your person is one person who likes drinking alcohol, or like taking some, there's a substance basically, if you're overindulging. So if you know that your person has a problem with like overspending on alcohol, and when they overspend on alcohol comes with a lot of influence. It comes with a lot of influence. It's not a lot of people, I know, but alcohol comes with a lot of influence, because now when you're intoxicated, you have overspent you have overspent your money, and then now you are influenced to think differently. You now do impulsive decisions. You bring a lot of chaos in a relationship. So a woman or man who likes going out partying, it could be a woman as well, because also women can have that problem, like women who likes partying a lot, going out a lot, and drinking, and obviously it comes with just impulsive things, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going out and partying. Don't think otherwise. There is totally nothing wrong with that. But a woman, a man who is consistently like putting alcohol and partying first in a relationship and making the relationship based on that, it's something you should look out for. um a woman a woman or man who has a wandering eye consistently, like, you know, you have to always be on your toes that there's something that's gonna come up. It's either you're gonna she's gonna get caught cheating, or she's gonna get caught with another man. Or if you can't provide a certain aspect, like a certain things in the relationship, you're gonna find her, you're like, you know, quickly moving to another guy and telling you off that, oh, you're not good enough of a man, and you know, you can't provide me this way, I'm gonna go look for, you know, someone else. Or you find her cheating, and you find her cheating, and then you hear her tell you that because you couldn't provide me this, where did you expect me to get 1 2 3 1 2 3? That's being spiteful and very immature and very insecure, like very toxic, and a lot of insecurity is involved, and perhaps also trauma or traumatic experiences. And it's going to really be impactful in your life and in your emotional state of being, and how you are going to now get into other new relationships. So be very careful in looking out for such. I think this is the last one. A man or woman who acts impulsively. Like, look out for a woman or man who is acting very impulsively. That can be from a man who quickly snaps and calls you out, like calls you out names, and you know, is quick to act on everything without thinking, without talking about it. A man who quickly like does a lot of impulsive decisions and actions. And a man who's quickly like, you know, there's a lot of factors that can include having to be impulsive, such like in a woman or man. Maybe perhaps, let me just put it this way, like you find that maybe I am a woman and I've got girlfriends and I've got friends, a lot of friends, and then I know that my budget with my significant other is standing at this point, and then I find myself, okay, fine, my friends do call up, hey, where are you, girl, can we go out, like there is this party that's popping, you know, we need to go. And then I quickly just impulsively just take the money that was supposed to fund our relationship, that is supposed to back up our relationship, and then I'm just going to impulsively spend because my best friend got some party going on, or you know, some things like that. So impulsive decisions, there's a lot that comes with impulsive decisions, so you should just think about that whole aspect of being impulsive. So it's not only just what I just said, but person, a man, or your significant other or woman who is just impulsively doing things, that is something you should be looking out for. And lastly but not least, it's a man or woman who is not going to be able to put your relationship first and yourself first. So you should look out for such. Any significant other that is not putting you first is a clear sign and indication that you're not a priority. So it just overall sums everything that I've just touched base on. So you should just look out for that. If a person is not putting you first, that person does not care about your feelings, that person does not care about what you say, what hurt you, and how can they improve. That person does not care about the level of growth of the relationship. That person does not care about if you are, you know, improving in your finances, or you're improving in some areas of, you know, yourself personally in the relationship. Are you improving in things that you were not good at in a relationship? Are you improving on communication? Are you improving on spending money? Are you improving on 1 2 3 1 2 3, you know? So you get what I'm trying to say. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to Please don't hesitate to comment down below. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up like button and you subscribe to my channel and you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I post content or I drop any video or go live. And much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope everything that I said, it resonated. And if you have any inputs or insight on your experience, please do not forget to just share that on the comment section. I will make time for anybody who is giving themselves time to write me on the comment section to respond. So thank you so much. Much love. Appreciated. Adios. Peace, love, and light.